by Design. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. This is a weekly series where I dig into my stash of older paper crafting goodies and create something fresh and new. So today we're working with Carta's 2019 Botanical Garden Collection. And this is a really neat collection. I kind of like the way they did. I'm just going to show you. Of course, I've been cutting mine apart. But they've kind of put this together so that you have color themes within the collection. And so there's like these creams and greens and crafts. And then there's pinks and blacks. Really beautiful. And then you come into like these reds with also the blacks. And then this peach that works really well with this darker, almost watermelon color. And then you've got this sort of lavender and mint green. So you can do like different color palettes with this. And they all come with their own cut apart sheet. So that's kind of cool. I hadn't used this before, but I sure did enjoy using it today. So I have to make a card for my sister-in-law's birthday. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and use this collection to do it because I like it. And I chose to work with the creams and greens and crafts. So I started by cutting a 7 1/4 by 10 1/2 inch panel of cream cardstock, scored it in half at 5 1/4 to make a 7 1/4 by 5 1/4 top fold card. Then on the inside, I wrote down my measurements for y'all. This green panel is 7 by 5. This floral panel that's in the background is 6 3/4 plus about a 1/16 of an inch. And this, of course, is a 4 by 6 card. Oh, and the height on this is 4 3/4 plus about a 1/16 of an inch. So I like a not too wide border, but if you go too small, it's too skinny. So anyway, I do the 6 3/4 and then I take away a 1/16 of an inch, and that seems to work well for me. Then on the bottom, I cut a 7 1/8 by 7 1/4 panel of this brown dot that has this black green. This makes me think of magnolia trees. And I scored this at 5 1/8 and added gussets to make a little pocket. Then I took another 4 by 6 and I matted a little piece of cardstock on the back so that I can write a message there. And then I'll tuck in some of Becky's favorite chocolate. So that's the base. Now I just thought we would work together and put together the card front. So you're going to start with a 7 1/8 by 5 1/8 of this green. Then you're going to take a 6 7/8 by 4 7/8 of the craft and a 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 of the brown dot. And I stitched this on there with a cream thread. So you can see, there's that. Then for my next layer, I went in and I cut a 6 by 4 of the cream. I cut a 5 7/8 by 3 7/8 of the green and a 5 3/4 by 3 3/4 of this leaf print, which is on the back side of this pattern. All right, so we're going to go ahead and glue that down in the center. And I'm not adding too much foam tape or anything to this one. Since I'm not going to get to give it to her in person, I'm going to have to mail it. And I'm trying to keep it a little bit more on the easy to mail side. So I'm just going to center this here. And burnish this down. So now I'm going to come into my sticker sheet, and there's this border sticker right here. And I want to take this and I want this to be like a little belly band because I feel like there needs to be a little something to ground that leafy panel. And actually, I just had a thought. So I went a little beyond where I marked it. And I'm going to come in and just cut little V's on the ends. Make sure I'm not too long here. Nope, it's going to be perfect. So this is about the width of that 5 7/8 inch green panel. And I'm going to put this right across the middle. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue under these ends so that they stay put. Okay. So then I went into my dies and I found this vignette mini album double halo oval. And I die cut it from cream cardstock. And we're going to put this down, and you want to make sure you get a little bit of adhesive on these little skinny little sides, because otherwise I think they could break. But up here you can just, you know, kind of add randomly. And then like this. And then this is going to go this way, right in the center. And press that down. And then I used the oval die to cut out a piece of the floral paper on the opposite side. And I've backed, this one I did back with foam tape. This is a pretty simple card. I just wanted something kind of elegant and botanical. So there's that. And then for my sentiment, I cut apart the Beautiful Day 3x4. I just fussy cut the little bouquet from the center of that. And this also helps to ground all of these lighter greens and whites. Okay. And I'm going to put this right here in the center of my floral panel. And then I took, this is raw silk delicate stitched satin, and I just loved the way this looked with these papers. So this is going to go right here. And you can pull your tails while that glue is setting. You can adjust your loops. You can make this ribbon do your bidding. And then it will, see how it holds where it's supposed to stay now? Then I took a little bit of just white string, tied another little bow to go in the center of this knot. I wanted to bring in a little bit more of a textural element here. So that. Okay. And then this is a leaf and a little birdie, Renee Moonlight. These Renee Moonlight are some of my favorite flowers from Little Birdie. They are just so elegant. And then I went into my button stash and I found this one. I just really liked the pearl. It's got a really great vintage look. And I took a small key and strung it on more of my string. I tied a knot above there and a knot higher up. Struggling with a glue web there. I'm going to put my glue right here in the corner. I'm going to put my string right here. And then I'm going to come in with my button and go right on top of that. So even though these have adhesive on the back, I always like to use a little glue. So I'm just going to lift these and transfer them where I want them to be. I'm not sure where I got these. Maybe want to scrap. I don't know. I mean, I'm always picking stuff up here and there, and you know, when I know, I tell you. Like this little key is one my husband bought me, like in my Christmas stocking and birthdays and things like that. He'll buy me little packages of treasures because he knows I love these little trinkets. All right. And here's, oops, our third one. All right. All right, guys, that's the card. So that's a super quick Throwback Thursday, but if you need to make a birthday card, maybe that will come in handy. And I have a favor to ask you. I need to know, I've been doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I have to be honest with you, it's a tremendous amount of work, and I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. The views are not great on my channel. I'm not getting the number of views that I had hoped to get. And it's not that I'm doing this just for the numbers, but it does have to be, there has to be a, you know, like a correlation between the amount of work that I put into something and the amount of viewing that it gets. And we're just not there. So I'm thinking of going to just one video a week and switching it up, doing it on Wednesdays so that one Wednesday is a Throwback Thursday and the next Wednesday is like a make and take with something new. So something new, something old, something new, something old, and switching it up. If you haven't subscribed and you would subscribe, that would really help my channel. You can share my videos. If you have your own channel, you can share my videos there. If you like my videos, it helps YouTube shop them out a little bit more. I mean, it takes hours to put one of these, even something as simple as this. It will take me close to a whole day to get it all done between photography and writing the blog post and editing the video and uploading and all the things. So I'm just having a hard time keeping up with twice a week. I need to hear from you in the comments. I need to hear your thoughts. I need to hear what you want. I need to know, am I doing projects that you enjoy? Are they too complicated? Are they too, you know, I mean, I can only be me. I have my style, but I just need to hear from you in the comments, and I need to know what you want, what you like and what you would like more of, what you would like less of, if you're happy right with the way things are. And I just need to know if it's worth my while to continue putting this kind of effort into doing 2 videos a week. I'm not complaining. I am very, very thankful. Y'all are very kind and wonderful. This is not a complaint. This is me making good use of my time and making sure that I'm spending my time wisely. So that is all I have to say about that. This was Throwback Thursday with Kathy Clement from Kathy by Design. And I'm going to go get my craft on. Bye.